All right. Good evening, everyone. If we can start by having Haley, Ender, Mia, and Dina please join me up on the stage. Would everyone else please rise for our national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Excellent job, girls. Thank you. I want to first welcome our parents, our friends, our families, staff, our school board, Dr. Castillo, and our students. Parents, what do you think? Don't they look awesome? And I will say, when we were looking at the weather forecast last week, we kind of made a deal and say our Springwood Chargers deserve a promotion that is phenomenal, that is excellent, and what is celebratory. And what a perfect night for all three. So before we get into it, let's give one more round of applause for all of our students. I also want to welcome and say hello to all of our families at home that are watching via live stream. So we're sorry they couldn't be here, but we're glad they're able to participate with us. I would like to first introduce our superintendent for him to give our welcome speech. So I turn it over to Dr. Omar Castillo. Thank you, Mr. Pierce. And I'm happy that you followed that wonderful performance and not I, because that was really good. So another round of applause for our four students who sang the national anthem. Wow, what a school year. Are you guys happy that it's over? Yeah, me too. One more day for me. So we've made it. I stand before you as the proud superintendent of this wonderful school district. To our graduates, I will focus on a few things that I believe you should always remember. First, how successful you are. Each of you have accomplished the remote learning requirements, the hybrid learning requirements, and the in-person learning requirements to be promoted to high school. You are the first A grade class to ever have to accomplish this, and we are here to celebrate you. Second, never forget where you come from. Remember, this evening and that your first graduation was from Springwood Middle School. You will always be part of the Keeneyville 20 family. Represent us with pride. Third, do not forget who helped you get to where you are. To all the wonderful teachers that you had along the way and are still sitting here with you, supporting you. Last but certainly not least, to your parents and loved ones who are here this evening to see you walk across, I would say stage, but this field to receive your diploma. Never forget how much they care for you and how much they love you. Thank you, and I wish you the best of luck in high school in all your future endeavors. Congratulations, Springwood class of 2021. Thank you, Dr. Castillo, for those kind words. Next, I would like to introduce our very own Mr. Carner, our 8th grade social studies teacher, to give us a reflection for the school year. Mr. Carner.
I've been asked by Mr. Pierce to reflect on this school year. Dr. Martin Luther King once said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy." Clearly, we have been living through very challenging times, yet these graduates have stood tall. They started this school year remotely on Zooms, tops of heads, ceiling fans. They transitioned to hybrid learning and then came back to school full time. During these challenges, the graduates were the only grade level in all of Keeneyville School District 20 to show growth on the winter map in both reading and math. These graduates and the 8th grade staff should be very proud of this accomplishment as they overcame the challenge of remote learning and showed us their ultimate measure as they stood tall. We also saw many of these students continue to earn honor roll as they earned A's and B's in their classes during remote learning, hybrid learning, and in-person learning. They stood tall. So, as you leave us and become Lancers, you will continue to face with challenge and controversy in your life. Think back on everything you went through this year and keep standing tall. Peace and love, class of 2021.
All right, thank you, Mr. Carter. Next, we have our award presentations. So how this is going to work, students, I'm going to ask the teacher and the presenter to come up. Once they say a little bit about the award, they're going to announce the winners. We're going to have you guys come up. We're going to get a plaque and a nice picture. So congratulations to these students. So first, I would like to introduce Mr. John Benages, who will be presenting the Pat Billis Science Award.
The Pat Billis Science Award was established in 1980 as a memorial to a parent of two Springwood students who were especially interested in science and ecology. Each year since that time, the award has been given to two 8th graders who show an exceptional attitude toward the environment or a superior interest in science. This year, it is my honor to present this award to Melissa Zarate and Paolo Belang.
Next, I would like to ask Mrs. Jolene Nakaya to come to the stage for our Fran Carrillo Literary Award.
It's a long walk, sorry. Good evening. I'm honored to be presenting the Fran Carrillo Literary Award. Each year, two 8th grade students that show a strong interest in reading and supporting the Springwood Library are selected for the Fran Carrillo Literary Award. Fran Carrillo was the first Springwood librarian. This award was created in remembrance of her. This year's recipients of the Fran Carrillo Literary Award are Aaron Kennedy and Owen Belizia.
All right, next, I would like to introduce Christine Lyons, Shannon Gill, and Samantha Cornelli for the Cecilia Berez ELA Writing Award.
Good evening. I'm Christine Lyons. We'd like to present the first Cecilia Berez ELA Writing Award this evening. Cecilia Riker Berez taught at Springwood Middle School from 1989 to 2011 when she retired. To some of our Boulder students in the past, she may have been known as Sergeant Riker. Sadly, she passed away this spring, leaving us all heartbroken. During her 22 years at school, she gave our students an exemplary education, not only in writing, but how to carry themselves in life. She was smart, demanding, compassionate, and knew how to use sarcasm better than most. We've decided to honor her with an ongoing writing award to 8th grade students. And this will be our first presentation of the Cecilia Berez ELA Writing Award.
Hi, so I'm Samantha Cornelli, and this award will be presented to two students who are absolutely exceptional in their writing and go above and beyond. So, Miss Gill and I would love to give this award to Hanya Abbasi and Emilio Torres.
Next to the stage, I would like Mrs. Katie Doyle and Mrs. Stephanie Fellerath to please come up to present our Achievement in Mathematics Award.
Good evening. For many years, I've sat at 8th grade graduations and wondered, why is math the only subject that doesn't give an award? Well, tonight, thanks to Mr. Pierce and Dr. Castillo, that's changed. Tonight, we will present the first ever Achievement in Mathematics Award for Springwood Middle School. It did not take long for Mrs. Doyle and I to determine who the recipients would be.
4 years ago, we began hearing about a special group of 5th graders who were being bused over to Springwood each day to take pre-algebra with Miss Strike. These 5 students moved on to algebra as 6th graders, then honors geometry as 7th graders, and were our first ever 8th graders to be bused to Lake Park to take honors algebra 2, putting them 3 years ahead of their normal path in mathematics. Next year, these students will take pre-calculus as freshmen.
These 5 students have exemplified scholarship, perseverance, leadership, and achievement every day at Springwood.
It is with great pride that we present the Achievement in Mathematics Award to Seth Akhtar, Lucy Bickbick, Maddie DeDecker, Kent Atai, and Bhakti Patel.
I would now like to introduce Mrs. Maria Noyola to the podium to introduce our winners of the Dare to Dream Award. Maria?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Maria Noyola, and I am the club sponsor for Dare to Dream at Springwood Middle School. Today, I am honored to present the Dare to Dream Award to an amazing 8th grade leader. This student has been involved in the Dare to Dream program since 6th grade and has attended all of our meetings, even when we started meeting via Zoom back in December. She did not miss one meeting. She has attended college visits to NIU and College of DuPage and is always willing to go the extra mile to help in planning fundraisers, club activities, has participated and supported all of our volunteer activities in the community. For her admirable leadership, dedication, and volunteerism, the Dare Dream Award this year goes to Liliana Rodriguez. Congratulations.
Next, I would like to introduce Mr. David Hellier, Miss Jessica Moore, to give out our award for the D20 Directors Award for Outstanding Music. Mr. Hellier, Ms. Moore.
My name is David Hellier. I am the band director here at Springwood Middle School.
My name is Jessica Moore, and I am the music teacher and choir director at Springwood Middle School. Each year, one or two Springwood students are awarded the District 20 Outstanding Musicianship Award. Being an outstanding musician doesn't necessarily mean that you can play your scales the fastest or have the nicest voice.
An outstanding musician has qualities like creativity, work ethic, teamwork, and dedication. The following student exemplifies those qualities. On behalf of the Springwood Middle School, it is our pleasure to present this award to Mia Wiggins.
I would now like to introduce Mr. Terry Carner for the next two awards, our 9/11 Memorial Scholarship Award and our Keeneyville Education Association Award. Mr. Carner.
The September 11th Memorial Scholarship Award is presented to two 8th grade students for outstanding achievement in social studies. The recipients of this award have demonstrated not only high academic achievement in the area of social studies, but also the following qualities: patriotism, citizenship, leadership, and character. It is these qualities that New York City firefighters and police demonstrated to the world on September 11, 2001, and therefore befitting that we instill in our youth of today. The recipients of the September 11th Memorial Scholarship Award are Joanna Gonzalez and Emma Rodriguez. Each year, the Teachers Union of Keeneyville honors two graduating 8th grade students. The recipients of this award have demonstrated consistent academic excellence, demonstrated personal responsibility, and also strong character. The recipients of the Keeneyville Education Association Award are Haley Hubert and Seth Actor.
And for our final award tonight, I would like to introduce Brian Elliott of the Northwest DuPage Post 1084 for our American Legion Award. Brian?
Thank you. Good evening. What a beautiful scene for a beautiful celebration. I'm glad to be here. I am Brian Elliott, a member of the Roselle American Legion Post 1084. It is my honor to be presenting this year's American Legion Awards. To the early American Legion, support for our children and youth was a matter of morality, national security alike. In support of that vision, the American Legion has been pleased to recognize and honor the grade school graduates of this country since 1930. Each year, students are selected from the 8th grade class to receive the American Legion Awards. I am a former American Legion Award winner 53 years ago. I sat in the same seat as you. It's my honor to share this award with you and tonight's winners. It's a true honor to be recognized and to receive this award tonight. And I still carry mine with me. All right. The students are selected by the school authorities by a vote among the students themselves and by a vote of the faculty. The choices are made based on qualities of patriotism, leadership, scholarship, and service. Students are chosen for the first place award and the runner-up award. The first place award is a certificate of recognition and a bronze medallion and a plaque. The runner-up receives a certificate of honorable mention and a plaque. On behalf of the American Legion, I want to extend our congratulations and best wishes to all the graduates and their proud parents. Will the winners please come forward when I read your names? The winners of the American Legion Awards are, and when I call your name, come up here and stay here all together. Runner-up, Alyssa Rogel. Runner-up, Daniel Burnell. And for our winners, Layla Sutherland. And next, Cameron Woods. Fun stuff.
Before we present our graduates for you, I wanted to say a few words for this year. Students, as you know, the last, I don't know, few weeks, we've been saying quotes that kind of came from you, that was inspired by you. So what I'm going to do is just share a few quotes that I want to share with you guys. So that way, when you leave here tonight, I really want you to think and reflect on this. So the first quote is from Maddie Mullins, and it says, "The only person you should strive to be better than is the person who you were yesterday." And the reason that is important for me, especially in this day of social media and everything else, that you can only be better than you were yesterday. As soon as you start comparing yourselves to others is when we see failure. So you guys are awesome the way that you are, but let's be better tomorrow than we were today. Second quote was from Ralph Waldo Emerson. "Do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there's no path and leave a trail." So this one is important. As you guys get older, there's going to be situations that you encounter, peer pressure, if you will. Go on your own path. Follow with your friends. Be around supportive people. But remember, it's all about you and the choices that you make. My final quote is from an unnamed person. "Behind you are your memories. Before you are your dreams. Around you is everyone who loves you. And within you is all you need." And this year we saw this a huge amount with the staff as well as our students, that this was a rough year. And you guys showed so much perseverance and character that you should be extremely proud of yourselves. And if you can make it through these last 365 days and you're here still smiling, you can make it through everything. And finally, I was privileged enough to watch some of our 8th grade students create an autobiography of themselves using only 6 words. So think about that for a moment. I was extremely impressed to hear those autobiographies within 6 words. So here's my challenge to you guys tonight. What would your 6-word story be? Is it a story that people will want to hear? Is it something people will roll their eyes and walk away? Is it etched in stone so the decisions you've made now has defined you moving forward? Or can those 6 words change? So those are the questions that I ask for you. What would be your 6-word autobiography? Congratulations, 8th grade. All right, students, now it's time. We practice for 3 hours today in the heat to do this right now. We got this. So I would like to introduce Mr. John Benages to come up to the podium. And let's do this, 8th graders.
So during that practice that Mr. Pierce mentioned, the kids were phenomenal. You know, the request I'm going to make, because it worked out perfectly this morning, is that we kindly hold our applause until all the students' names have been read. This is their moment to be proud of all of their accomplishments. And this is the moment you came here to witness as family and friends. If you could have the first row stand. Hanya Abasi. Seth Akhtar. Abbas Al-Sudani. Edison Alakai. Karen Alonso Espidia. Philip Anderson. Isaiah Anthony. Michael Armis. DeAndrea Armstead. Jocelyn Atkins. Christopher Avila. Wafiq Awan. Aaliyah Badzovic. Alexis Bailey. Brady Baker. Brian Barron. Darsh Basant. Kaylin Bates. Elizabeth Bell. John Bell. Eric Beltran. Leonardo Berardi. Nathan Burkus. Daniel Bernal. Gael Bibiano. Lucy Bickbick. Paulo Belang. Addison Bonilla. Jakayla Brantley. John Bruce. Andrew Berger. Jemiah Burnett. Aaliyah Cage. Emily Carmi. Justin Carter. Kira Casey. Omar Castro. Isabel Chavez. Haley Coleman. Xavier Conway. Cameron Costa. Tiffany Cruz. Matthew Chaya. Nicole Datillo. Adam Davila. Madeline DeDecker. Eliana De Loera. Giovanni Diaz. Joy Diaz. Emma Dislers. Michael Delaney. Jessica Dudas. Paulina Dudzik. Isaac Ewan. Alicia Fahad. Victoria Fricano. Owen Galizia. Alexandria Garcia. Manasvi Gard. Angela Gasca. Nicholas Gillum. Mariah Geraldo. Brianna Gomez. Joanna Gonzalez. Kalia Green. Sincere Greenwood. Eduardo Guillen. Roxana Gutierrez Mendez. Kenzie Gutierrez. Akil Hader. Hamadi Hamadi. Buskan Hassan. Alexa Hawkins. Amante Head. Campbell Helgeson. Joel Enriquez. Arturo Hernandez. Brian Hernandez. Ricardo Hernandez Jr. Rodrigo Hernandez. Keenan Hoyt. Haley Hubert. Andy Huerta. Deja Hughes. Kiera Irving. Kent Itai. Jada Jones. Abrar Kareem. Aaron Kennedy. Shayar Khan. Ariel Kimber. Bridget Lebeter. Brooke Lebeter. Crystal Lechuga. Mariah Leverson. Precious Logan. Kevin Lucas. Stephanie Maliari. Ricardo Hernandez Miriam Marbina. Rodrigo Angie Hernandez Martinez. Sadie Martinez, Shyla Matos, Jade Mendoza, Marina Mikic, Kevin McKenna, Julio Mirandola, David Mix, Daryl Mix, Alicia Mohammed, Blake Montillis, Joseph Muller, Jereni Nahira, Javina Nieves Do, Jazea Nieves Do, Michael Ogojawe, Brooke Olenichek, Max Opila, Bhakti Patel, Anaya Patton, Isabella Perez, Dayanara Pinto, Eric Pivovarsik, Jaleb Ramos, Amaria Riggins, Antonino Rodriguez, Emma Rodriguez, Liliana Rodriguez, Alyssa Rohel, Juan Sanchez Perez, David Scully, Michael Scully, Romeo Smith, Tyshawn Smith, Brianna Smolinski, Victoria Solakevich, Anthony Sorcy, Brooklyn Sosa, Ricardo Soto, Drew Strahan, Layla Sutherland,
She a real one! She a real one!
Salem Tesfu, Emilio Torres Chimal, Dina Tews, Felix Uriostegui. Sebastian Vasquez. Deshaun Walton. Amelia Vajeja. Aubrey West. Deja White. Aaron Wittenhall. Blake Wittenhall. Mia Wiggins. Cameron Woods. LaKayla Yates. Melissa Zarate. Now it's my honor to present to you the class of 2020-2021.
For our closing student address, I would like to introduce Haley Hubers to please come up to the podium to give us our closing address. Haley?
Not as tall as Mr. Pierce, gotta readjust that. Oh. Good evening, Principal Pierce, Assistant Principals Aliano and Fogey, staff members, families, and my fellow eighth graders. My name is Haley Hubert, and it's my honor to be speaking to you today. Now that the formalities are out of the way, let me ask you something. How the heck are we still alive? Well, to answer that, I think we should go back to the very beginning. When we were teeny tiny toddlers in pre-K, we had no clue how easy we had it. Playtime, nap time, and well, time were all things we took for granted. Then we entered elementary school. Everything got bigger. The books, the math problems, even the playground. But we grew bigger as well. Every year, every trimester, heck, every day there was a new struggle, and we overcame them all with hard work, determination, and even joy. In 4th and 5th grade, we began to express ourselves. We found our favorite bands, TV shows, subjects, and more. We found our friend groups and developed meaningful personal relationships. I can speak English. We even made recess more fun as we created our own sports games, role plays, and marriages. But as we grew, we also became more complicated. Our playdates became hangouts. Our Velcro became sneaky. And people couldn't understand these rules were called sneaky. We felt the cold sting of awkwardness and the raging burn of drama. Friendships, school, family, it all got really hard. But not only did we overcome these problems, we matured to overcome them. We became responsible, hardworking, assertive, beautiful young world teachers. And then we threw it all out the window the second we entered 6th grade. In Springwood, the battlefield flipped on its head. We had to navigate a gigantic school of twin halls, not filled with only our own kind, but with hundreds of 7th graders and 8th graders, monstrous beasts from like R.L. Lovecraft or whatever his name is.
Not only that, I'm pretty sure everyone had at least one class where they had no friends. And as we looked upon this crowd of people who had already found where they fit, we realized just how terrible it was to be the odd one out. All this time alone gave us more time in our heads. And we found the names for all the strange things that happened. Depression, anxiety, ADHD. Classmates became rowdier, teachers stranger, the world scary. But we persisted. We found new routes, routines, and habits to help us survive Springwood. We faced the kids of the opposing school and found similarities, even friends. And yeah, we still had our struggles, homework, drama, substitutes. But we overcame these struggles because we sixth graders grew up on dystopian fiction, so we were not afraid of kicking any obstacle in our path. In seventh grade, we rose higher, filled with the confidence that stemmed from the fact that everyone around us sucked. Sixth graders were stinky little rats who didn't know how to keep their mouths shut, and eighth graders were, well, to be honest, they were basically the same, but a lot taller and therefore more dangerous. Therefore, we seventh graders were the kings and queens of Springwood. The hallways were our highways, the classmates our neighborhood, the Thunderdome our stadium. And yeah, of course I'm over-exaggerating a bit, but it really does seem like that, because back then, we had a hold on things, a general sense of knowing what we were doing. And then Corona came. 2 weeks, they told us. What a funny joke that was. To be honest, though, they told us to keep going strong and staying positive, but when you logged onto a classroom that was only filled with living rooms without any emotion, it was hard not to give up hope. Our seventh grade year went out not with a bang, not even with a whimper, but with a click. Eighth grade faded in. We recorded ourselves for PE, ate lunch alone, and could turn down the volume when listening harder. We didn't have much of experience. Even when we did come back, we stopped lending our hands to friends. We all laughed when we saw forehead, kitchen, chair, and ceiling fans as students of the month, but I personally think that it's terrifying, the fact that our supposed heroes of the school wouldn't even show their face. And now we enter Lake Park, where things are so big, we need 2 campuses to hold it all. How will we survive? By growing bigger than the obstacles we face. And I know this sounds impossible, but do not believe for a second that it is futile to even dream. For you have faced and survived this burning tsunami of a year, and not only that, you still have a job to do. Gandhi once ordered us to be the change that we wish to see in the world, and true strength, my friends, is not hiding away at this demand, no matter what excuses you have, but rising to the occasion and taking your torch. And in each and every one of you, no exceptions, I see someone who is capable of wrestling with the savage oceans of this cruel world in order to do just that. The only question, my friends, is are you willing to do so? Thank you.
All right, a couple things before we make this official. We are going to, students, remember how we're going to exit. Parents, they're just going to be over here in this end zone. We can do pictures. We can spend a few minutes here, which is fine. But eventually, they are going to ask us to evacuate the premises. So let's do pictures. Let's have a good time. So I'm going to make this official now. So, 8th grade students, Board of Education, Dr. Castillo, these students I present in front of you have met all the requirements put forth by Springwood Middle School and Keeneyville District 20. You guys are no longer 8th graders. Welcome to your freshman year. Students, stay seated. Students, stay seated.
with you during the ceremony.
I love you, Paquita.